My sister sent me a wedding gift list with 7 luxury items, a Tesla, a Rolex, a Louis Vuitton bag, and other ridiculous things. I ignored 2 of them, thinking no one would notice. Minutes later, she texted me, "You skipped 2 gifts, then don't bother showing up." My mom followed right after. She deserves more. It's her big day. I just replied, "Understood." The next morning, I canceled all the other gifts, withdrew my financial support for the catering, and did something no one expected. I logged onto the shared wedding website Madison had proudly sent out to all 120 guests. I still had editing access because I'd helped her set it up. I went to the registry section and replaced her entire list with a single sentence. The bride has decided that her presence is gift enough for everyone. I hit save and closed my laptop. Within 10 minutes, my phone was lighting up with calls from my mother, my aunt, and finally Madison herself. I didn't answer any of them. I just sat there, sipping my coffee, waiting for the chaos to unfold, because for the first time in years, I felt something I hadn't felt around my family in a long time: control. By noon, my phone had over 50 notifications, group texts, missed calls, voice messages, all some variation of outrage. My mother's first voicemail started calm, like she was trying to appeal to reason. "Honey, I know you're upset, but this isn't the way." Then, a few hours later, another one. "Do you have any idea what you've done? The website is public." Her future in-laws saw that. Madison's message came next, her voice sharp and uneven. She didn't even say hello, just went straight to, "You're jealous. You've always been jealous." Then she started crying, that high-pitched, performative kind of crying that used to make everyone rush to comfort her. But this time, I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel anything. Instead, I packed my laptop, drove to a cafe, and opened my email. There it was, a message from the wedding planner asking if my financial contribution was permanently withdrawn or just delayed. I replied, "Permanently." An hour later, my mom showed up at my apartment. She didn't even knock. She used the spare key I'd forgotten she still had. She walked in holding her phone like it was a weapon. She said I'd embarrassed the family. She said Madison was humiliated beyond words. She said people were asking questions. I asked her if anyone had stopped to ask me why I did it. She didn't answer. She just stared at me like I'd grown horns. I reminded her that I'd been covering Madison's bills for months. The deposits, the vendors, the decorations, all because she said she needed a head start. I told her I'd been paying for things she never even thanked me for. Mom's reply, "That's what family does." That phrase hit me harder than anything Madison had said, because family had always meant me fixing things while everyone else broke them. I told her to leave. I didn't yell, didn't cry, just said it quietly. She hesitated, but she left. By evening, my aunt posted something passive-aggressive on Facebook about jealous people who ruin celebrations. My uncle liked it. Even my dad, who usually stays out of everything, texted to say I'd gone too far. No one asked if I was okay. 2 days later, Madison sent me a long email. It was full of insults, but near the end, she said something that stuck with me. "You've always wanted to make me look bad, because I'm everything you're not. Loved, admired, chosen." I reread that sentence a few times. Then I realized something. She wasn't wrong about one part. She was chosen. Always. By our parents, our relatives, everyone. And I was the one they expected to cheer from the sidelines, quietly funding the show. So I hit reply and wrote one line. "You're right, Madison. I finally chose myself." Then I blocked her. The wedding went on, of course. Photos started popping up online a week later. The vineyard, the champagne towers, her $8,000 gown. Everything looked perfect, except one detail. The reception tables were half empty. Several guests had pulled out last minute because they'd heard about the gift list meltdown. Apparently, her fiancé's parents were furious about the registry incident. They thought it made their family look greedy. A friend from college who attended messaged me